One.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of TaskMed, I would like to welcome you all to Medcast, Insights into Healthcare, a learning initiative by TaskMed. Today, it's a great pleasure to have with us our today's speaker, Dr. Saurabh Mishra, who is a consultant physician and diabetologist at Center of Diabetes and Related Disorder, Unnao, UP. And would also like to welcome our today's moderator, Dr. Sachin Mishra, who is a consultant physician and diabetologist at Center of Diabetes and Related Disorder, Unnao, UP. We welcome you, doctors.
So, audience.
Yeah. So we look forward to hear from you on today's topic of discussion, insights into diabetic dermopathy. Over to you, Dr. Sachin.
So thank you, madam. A very good evening we are on towards this session, and I would just like to invite and acknowledge our eminent speaker for today, Dr. Saurabh, a consultant physician and diabetologist at Mishra Polyclinic. He's also a consultant physician and diabetologist at RKM Center for Diabetes and Related Disorders. And he's a consultant physician and diabetologist at Center for Diabetes and Endocrine Diseases. In his name, towards his name, he has multiple and n number poster paper presentations in IDF in multiple years, regular years. He has won Diabetic Genius Award, and today we are having him on this podium so that we can discuss the dermatological manifestation in diabetes, which I would say it is a much leftover complication towards diabetes, and we are going to have a very good session ahead. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sachin, for such a nice introduction. Sachin is my younger brother, working with me, learning the tips and tops and all the hidden iceberg phenomena techniques for managing diabetes. He is an emerging person. He is his learning ability has to be praised by me. I never praise a person who doesn't have anything, but I think so he has a zeal of managing diabetes. He loves to deal with uncontrolled diabetic people, try to educate them about their health. So this is a positive point for any physician to come forward and grow his era for management and control and managing their friends with diabetes. So just coming on to the dermatological manifestations of diabetes, today we will be discussing one of the most important reasons of discussing this topic is that as we have always been discussing about this microvascular complications, we have to also discuss in parallel this diabetic dermopathy, which is not yet that much discussed among us in our meetings and everything. The dermatological manifestations in diabetes, the incidence is around 30 to 70 in diabetic population. 30 to 70 in diabetic population may precede development of clinical diabetes. Definitely, if you have some lesions in your skin, this might also give you an insight. Might be I am having diabetes, and you can go and check your diabetes, your sugar values and fasting levels will go high. Then prevalence similar in type 1 and type 2. It is not having any demarcation to do with type 1 and type 2. It is commonly in both types of diabetes. Then cutaneous infections are more common in type 2, whereas autoimmune related lesions are also more common in type 1. Now, good metabolic control may prevent and help cure of them some. Definitely, when your sugar level is in normal, what I say to my people, there is a slogan which I will be using all throughout. I say Napo to Jano. Napo to Jano is a punchline which I have been using since past many years to educate people about awareness of detecting diabetes. Until and unless you don't know what you are having at present, you can never have a fight against it. So the slogan for the day which I want to spread through this platform also, that you have to check your sugars to know it. So check to know. Napo to Jano. Napo to Jano mein the same way, check your blood pressure, check your weight, check your thyroid, check your cholesterol, anything which you want to do, you have to check it the same way. Whenever you want to move forward, you have to check your own skin also. You have to check your skin for any type of lesions over your limbs, specifically lower limbs, which are more dependent and having more incidences of any type of rashes. You have to check them. You have to thoroughly check your soles. You have to check your forearms. You have to check your body areas. And you can inspect yourself in a mirror. That I tell to my friends who come to me with diabetes. What I say, हफ्ते में एक बार जूते को निहारें, हफ्ते में एक बार अपने तलवे को निहारें, हफ्ते में एक बार अपने शीशे में खड़े होकर अपने शरीर की स्किन को निहारें, जिससे आपको एग्जैक्टली पता चले कि किसी भी प्रकार का स्किन मैनिफेस्टेशन आपको हो रहा है. देन यू कम एंड रिपोर्ट इट एट वंस. I am using the local language which I explained to them. That is very much necessary for communication skills. So moving further, what are the dermatological manifestations classification which we can say? So there are skin lesions strongly associated with diabetes, then skin lesions of infectious etiology, there are lesions with secondary to complications of diabetes, and lesions related to treatment of diabetes also. There are certain treatments which we should be aware, we must be knowing about, that they may create some rashes, so we should try to just understand. Suppose pruritus bulbi is there, then if you are using SGLT2 inhibitors, that have to be stopped, because until you're going to stop it, you will not be having the proper control on. So the lesions which we are knowing are common, some lesions which we don't know, don't understand, will account for some more percentage. So today, what is the most common thing which we are having common and rare skin disorders which we are facing in day-to-day clinic? This is being faced by me also. I encounter diabetic dermopathy is one of the most, approximately it accounts more than, I will say, in my part, in my own study clinical presence, it is more than 40% of all the skin problems which we face with our diabetic friends. So they come to us with diabetic dermopathy. Then necrobiosis lipotica, it is specifically a collagen related disorders where fat cells get affected and the collagen is destroyed, due to which the necrosis of the tissue occurs and there is a deep ulcer. These are sometimes very much alarming conditions in a small area, otherwise they will try to destroy and create an ulcer. Then diabetic bullous, this is also an autogenic disorder where a bullous formation or a blister is formed over specifically those areas where the bony prominences are there. Acanthosis nigricans, we all know it is seen most common with pre-diabetics, where you can see the skin folds are there. You can see in the nape of the neck, at the side of the neck, on the groin, on the axillary area. Scleroderma, it is also the important one. Vitiligo, then disseminated granuloma angular. Then you can see pruritus, which I have told you, it can be pruritus bulbi or it can be simple pruritus. Lichen planus is also an immune disorder where scaly patchy lesions are seen all over skin. Diabetic thick yellow skin. A discussion on this point has to be there, as I have been seeing many of my people. So I am going to share my insights. Sharing of insight is one of the best things which we can do with each other. So diabetic thick yellow skin, they present to me with a complication. They say, डॉक्टर साहब जब भी मैं देखता हूं तो मेरे ये जो हथेली है इसकी स्किन आप देखें हार्ड है और इसका कलरेशन येलो हो गया है. Then earlier what I used to do, I used to take the history that are you using some chemicals, are you using some type of acid while cleaning anything, are you using any type of dyes, are you using more any type of stains, that is why you are having. No, it is not like that. Now you have to keep in your mind that there is a condition where diabetic thick yellow skin can be seen as a manifestation of cutaneous problems related to uncontrolled diabetes. There is thickness of the sole and the sole color turns to a yellowish in color. So you have to be very much cautious that you can take some decisions as early as possible and you can just try to not let them occur. You have to give simple. Sometimes it is unnoticed. It occurs when it is uncontrolled. When you control the level of sugars of your friends, then it vanishes. And then, but it is not noticed. Now we are going to notice it, because this I have been learning through the process of evolution and going deep into management of diabetes related problems. Then eruptive xanthosma, as you can see, the xanthosma most probably it is deposition of lipid around eyes. We can see specifically it occurs. Xanthelisma is most common over there. We say that their lipid contents are higher on side. It is also most common presentation with diabetic people. Now diabetic ruberosis, it has to be discussed, an important topic. You have to see discoloration of iris. What is happening? What is ruberosis? Ruberosis is specifically development of microvascular, or you can say this is a type of a micropathy where there is development of new fine vessels and it is formed over iris. It is easily seen by split lamp examination or torch on your iris. So these are some of the common or rare skin disorders which we encounter. Now, this is the importance, and this is the important one of the disorders which we are going to discuss in detail today. We are going to discuss dermopathy. Dermopathy as 4 things. is added fourth complication, which I can say, it is my perspective. Retinopathy, nephropathy, neuropathy and dermopathy go hand in hand. If you are having retinopathy, you have to check for all microvascular complications, and you will encounter with neuropathy also and nephropathy also. The same way you will also encounter with dermopathy if you will try to examine and observe your friend's skin. The friend who is coming to you with uncontrolled diabetes will never say for primary lesions which he doesn't have any problem with. And mind you, these conditions are unnoticed but are alarming sometimes, which can tell you the complication related, the next coming complications like retinopathy, neuropathy and nephropathy, which you never know. So just a mere examination of the sheen of tibia, that is anterior part of tibia or lower leg, is observed, and if you see these type of dermatological manifestations, then it is to be said, yes, he is having dermopathy. Now dermopathy will be treated, but I will also look for retinopathy, nephropathy and neuropathy. Over here I am going to share one of my slogan which I always use for microvascular complication of diabetes, as diabetes is a metabolic disorder, and when the things will occur, there will be no chance of getting them reversal. So I have sung a song for my friends, शुगर बढ़ी तो घबराई आंखें, डरे गुर्दे और सो गए पैर. घबराई आंखें रेटिनोपैथी, डरे गुर्दे नेफ्रोपैथी और सो गए पैर न्यूरोपैथी. These are three microvascular complications which you will not come to know. When you will come to know, the things would have occurred. So not let them occur. You have to check for the complications every year. You have to go to your physician, ask them. You have to order your friends who are coming to you. We share insights that the people who are presenting to us at the first go in the clinic, they are having these manifestations. We are not able to check them on the first go. So point of care is one of the most biggest challenge at present in our country. We try to do the things. We try to check for a retina. We go for a neuropathic vibration perception test. We go for microalbuminuria to check any type of microvascular complication into our people. This is not let it worsen. We have to detect it and we have to treat it. So this is the condition which we will be seeing. That this is the snap you can take for your further references. Also, this type of presentation will be presented with your friend who is coming with uncontrolled diabetes. Now you can see these are other manifestations which I discussed earlier about necrobiosis lipidica. It is specifically a collagen related disorder. You can see it will appear in both lower limbs and it will into area where it will also be again, but it will be having this type of structure. It will be having a large base and it will form an ulcer. Then you can see lichen planus. It is in crops basically. What is lichen planus? Your autoimmune disorder where your own skin is hampered. Your immunity damages the skin and forms the scaly manifestations. Diabetic bulla specifically over the bony prominence may occur. It may look like the patient will present with a diabetologist with severe these type of blisters, and we always think ye inhone tapa hoga. This is because of having some warm thing over it, but it is not like that sometimes. These are found in those areas specifically, not dorsum. Then they are seen on the ventral side also. So they are on those areas where the friction is rare or they cannot put the heat on. Then you can be specifically having a complication. It may be a cutaneous manifestation of uncontrolled diabetes. Might be it is a diabetic bulla which I am dealing with. You must be very much cautious because they don't heal very easily. And definitely they become deep ulcers and you need proper debridement at time, offloading and proper antibiotic and proper coverage of these wounds have to be done so that they don't lead up into any type of diabetic foot. Now this is acanthosis nigricans which I was discussing. At the nape of the neck, you can see this type of discoloration, which is usually seen in fatty people who are having pre-diabetes. This type of skin is definitely to be supposed into people who are having pre-diabetes. Over this, I am just sharing one of my views of incidence of diabetes. Mind you, till your 50% of beta cells are working properly, you will never have a sign of increase of your sugar level of fasting more than 100 at ever. So before 50%, you are having these type of signs which can detect, yes, might it be there are some features of diabetes so that you can check it and just you can rule out, no, at present, HbA1c is below this and he is having fasting normal, he is not diabetic. You can have a family history. You can have his proper understanding. So these type of things, if encountered by your site, just we have to give 1 or 2 minutes extra and discuss for the presence of diabetes also. And this is eruptive xanthosma, which I was talking, a lipid type of deformation, lipid deposition at several parts of the skin specifically. And this is rubeosis. Rubeosis will look like this. If you will see the iris, the part of iris which you can see will be having this type of features. So neovascularization is seen. What is it basically? It is specifically seen in people where there is retina is compromised with vasculation. Suppose retina is having ischemic retinopathy is seen in a people where the flow of blood is not towards retina, and thus the complication results that there is extra vessel formation over the iris or anterior part of eye, which can be easily visualized by the torch itself. So these are certain conditions which manifest, but today I'll be specifically concentrating my part and my position only to the most ignored complication that is affecting 33% of my diabetic population. That is diabetic dermopathy. Diabetic dermopathy. Diabetic dermopathy. This has to be remembered by us. Neuropathy, nephropathy, and this retinopathy we all have been studying since past ages. This is dermopathy which we all physicians should remember and try to give focus. Definitely it will add a value of care to your people. They will understand, no, my doctor is looking at each and every part, and there the bondage of faith develops between you and your friend, and he will never ignore your any suggestions. This is a good point which I'm sharing, this which I'm doing at my part. So education is imparted. As I got educated, I started into that position. And today we are over here. Thanks God that we have this type of communication, online CMEs or this consultations and this type of communications, getting together on a platform, discussing some things is a boon to the medical therapy at present in the world, which has been serving since past pandemic had occurred. Now, moving further, diabetic dermopathy, if says it is a shine spot, sheen of tibia specifically. The anterior part of your lower leg below knee is specifically known as sheen of tibia. This is the part where you lack in very much muscular layers or fatty layers. Skin is very thin. So multiple round oval macules over the shin, thighs or forearms, hyperpigmented atrophy, twice common in older people. Why in older people? Because their skin is more soft, more brittle, should have 4 or more lesions. There should not be a single lesion. Single lesion may be indicative of anything else. Might it be it is psoriatic, might it be it is lichen, might it be it is fungal, might it be it is some insect, might it be it is some other rash. There should be more than 4 or 5 lesions into that area, which will be quantifying the qualification and classification of dermopathy. Dermopathy is not a patch, it is satellite lesions, which are macules over shins, round and multiple in nature. Now, marker of microvascular diseases, I have already shared with you that this has to be related with all the 3 neuro and these microvascular complications. Now, diabetic dermopathy is constellation of well-demarcated hyperpigmented atrophic depressions, macules or papules located on anterior surface of the lower legs. That is usually found in people with diabetes. It is also common cutaneous marker of diabetes. Suppose he doesn't have diabetes, you can assume him and you can go for fasting and postprandial 75 grams of glucose. And if you have something, you can diagnose pre-diabetic conditions and not let the manifestations occur. Napo to jano is one of the best thing which you can apply. Jab tak napenge nahi, tab tak pata nahi chalega. You have to check your sugars, any familial history, you have to go for that. Now, diabetic dermopathy is found in 12.5 to 40% of people and most often in elderly. I will go with 40%. I have been seeing, we at our center, I and Sachin have been seeing people primarily. We have a system where we examine the foot at the first go itself. While examining the foot, we go for some skin also. So while examining skin and we take a history, are you having any skin manifestation? He says, yes, Dr. Saab, mere skin mein yahan pe ek kala hai. So hum dekh lete hain. So just a 1 or 2 minute more extra will give more extra care. So a person who is coming to us should be examined for skin also, nothing else. In a case of series, definitely there are some guidelines, there are studies which gives us power to prescribe certain things or just prescribe the protocol and we follow the guidelines. So what was there? There was a series of 100 consecutive inpatients where data was collected in outpatient in India with diabetes and skin lesions of diabetic dermopathy was found to be 36%. These were people who were having uncontrolled diabetes. Now, incidence was much lower in second series. A second investigation was done where each and every person was having controlled diabetes. The incidence was less than 0.2%. So this is the manifestation specifically for uncontrolled diabetes. That is why I say you have to go for checkup of sugars to people who are undiagnosed with diabetes and having similar presentations. Now, sometimes seen in persons with diabetes, especially patients with circulatory compromise. Definitely, these are the things where differential diagnosis have to be kept in mind. There are certain more manifestations where peripheral microvascular complications, subcutaneous infections are seen due to compromised blood vessels. There is least nutritional supply to these areas, and the same type of development can be seen into these people. Now, cause of diabetic dermopathy is still to be evaluated and to be judged by guidelines. The cause is not yet 100% known, but definitely diabetic dermopathy may be related to mechanical or thermal trauma, specifically in patients with neuropathy. अब यहाँ पे क्या मतलब है? What is the sense of saying this? Suppose a person comes to me with a neuropathic foot. He is having diabetes, uncontrolled microvascular complication, neuropathy has prevailed. When we go for monofilament test, the hertz which we perceive is at 10, but now perception we are getting at 20, or we are getting vibration perception test at 20. So mild neuropathy has started. With this, what will happen? When he will go for massage, oil massage, some medicine massage to his skin, he will apply more pressure, and the friction will create a shearing force between epidermal skin and the dermal skin, and glycation of proteins may occur due to thermal power or any type of frictional things which are happening, and this may create abrasions and may also have these type of lesions. So lesions have been classified as vascular because histology section demonstrates that red blood cells exacerbation and capillary basement membrane thickening was seen. In one study, people with type 1 diabetes and diabetic dermopathy had mild reduction in skin blood flow at normal appearing skin also. So it was correlated. These guidelines gives us power to prescribe. We will try to learn from them and we'll try to execute. This is the simple thing which we can share with each other, with our experiences at our own parts in clinics where we are practicing. Now, causes of diabetic dermopathy. There is an association between diabetic dermopathy and presence of retinopathy, nephropathy, and neuropathy. In Turkish study, a woman with diabetic dermopathy appeared to have a more severe sensorial neuropathy examination. Loss of deep tendon reflex was also seen. Superficial sensory loss and loss of vibration perception was there. Then did patient without these skin lesions. So this skin lesions will deal with some type of diagnostic tools also for neuropathy, nephropathy, and retinopathy in people with diabetes. You have to rule out. Might be there be more microvascular complications which still we have to think upon. Now, what are the symptoms? The appearance of diabetic dermopathy can vary from people to people. The skin conditions is characterized by reddish brown, round oval scar-like patches that are usually a centimeter or less size. Typically asymptomatic, meaning it is usually doesn't present any symptom. He will not say that's a badi khujli hoti hai na. Aapko dekhna hai. This is discoloration of skin which has to be diagnosed by us as early as possible. Some people who are aware, those friends who are aware, who are using some moisturizers, who are taking care of their skin, their eyes are very vigilant. They specifically diagnose them by themselves and come to me and say, Doctor साहब ये देखिए हमारे पैर में ये क्या काले काले धब्बे जैसे पड़ रहे हैं. तुरंत हमको ये दिमाग में बात लानी कहीं ये वो तो नहीं है. Then you have to just take simple steps and you have to teach them how to maintain their skin hygiene and what is the importance of managing uncontrolled diabetes, which will give a proper control to these lesions also. So management of uncontrolled diabetes, if it is having fasting level going more than 130 and postprandial more than 180, will create these skin manifestations that has been observed more to this population as respect to the other thing. Now, though lesions primarily form on the sheen of tibia, they can be also found on other parts of the body too, which is rare, but definitely they can be on the other part as the skin is all over the body. So thighs, trunks, and arms are the second position to be checked for them. Definitely the thing should be more than 4. This has to be remembered by us. even though lesions can be unpleasant to look at depending upon the severity and the number of spots, the condition is harmless. Definitely it is harmless. That is why they don't report to us. We have to examine. Diabetic dermopathy doesn't usually cause symptoms like burning sensations, so they don't report to us. Nerve is not directly involved. After neuropathy, this is microvascular subcutaneous compromisation of nutritional supply to the superficial skin, which causes the glycation, and that is why these things occur. Now, patient can develop one lesion or clusters of lesion and other parts on the other parts of the body. When spots develop on the body, they often form bilateral, meaning they occur on the both legs and both arms. Might it be they may be bilateral also. Other than appearance of skin lesion, diabetic dermopathy doesn't have any other symptoms. These lesions or patches do not break open and release fluid. You will not see any type of blisters. You will not see any type of breaks or ulcers into this manifestation. This will be a little bit raised, a little bit round, dark in color, and will not be having any pain also. This has to be demarcated. With pain, these type of, if it is unilateral, you can also rule out. Mind you, one of the most biggest thing at present is that I am seeing people are presenting. Recently we had a case at our clinic. Dr. Sachin will also be having the same site. I was examining one of my pre-diabetic person who was having acanthosis nigricans and was having all the family history. She just landed up from Delhi getting treatment from somewhere with some type of medicine. She was thinking that it is because of that. But when I examined, it was herpes zoster. And into a specific nerve, dermatome, it was appearing. We used antiviral medicines, and mind you, after 5 days, it was cured. So you have to be very much specific, more than 4, bilateral presentation, oval shaped, little bit raised with no pain, no itching. Then you have to think something else, lichen planus, then other things, you have to think of that. Now, diagnosis, shape, color, size, and location has to be specified in our brains, and the diagnosis will be in front of us. Now, the most important part is management and treatment. The treatment as specified is not at all clear, but definitely which we have experienced or I have also experienced in protection as well as control is definitely number 1 is lifestyle modification. Number 2 is your diet. Number 3 is control of your blood sugars, HbA1c level within 7. So these 3 things have to be the primary focus. Then what you can do, there is always a thought in our mind. It might be there must be a cure for this thing. Always it is not cure, always it is control. So for diabetes and diabetes related complications, it is always control. Cure is not there, control has to be there, which becomes more important with us. Now, so for those people where end up either we end up either with sending them to a skin specialist, our friend, or advise few management tips like use of over the counter available moisturizers or other oils for any type of skin manifestations. Mind you, sometimes this may already be taken by them, it will not improve or will also sometimes worsen the condition. So you have to first of all look for the lesion. You have to make your mind, might it be it is dermopathy, which is least discussed till date, but now it has to be discussed very commonly, because post-pandemic there are certain lesions which are erupting by themselves. So we have to take care of our people who are coming post-pandemic or post-COVID. If they are coming with any type of manifestations related to uncontrolled diabetes, you have to keep dermopathy in your mind also. Now moving further, what at present available is that when we send to our friends, they are prescribed with aloe vera, glycerine, light liquid paraffin, some antibiotics, some anti-inflammatories, some steroids, some paraffin based things. But what is specifically in our mind? Do we have to create an awareness or not? Yes. So awareness will be created where there will be multi-utility or multi-dimensional tool which is going to help us in management of dermopathy. What I have discovered is the need of call of the day is not oil and moisturizer. They only work on loss of moisture of dry skin, but lack in other needs like healing sheen spots, then antimicrobial action, antioxidant properties. So what we can do, we can just see the other things which are most importantly going to create side effects, that is containing paraben. Paraben is one of the important things which we have to take care of. It sometimes creates sensitivity to already sensitized skins and may create eruption of rashes. that has to be avoided in diabetic people. Massage, vigorous massage with any type of oils creates problems. I have seen cellulitis being occurred after a simple mild massage. तो मैंने इस जगह एक स्लोगन शेयर करूंगा. सचिन भी यहाँ है. We are famous. He is very much famous for educating people with uncontrolled diabetes. तो एक तरंग है. ता से तापे ना, रा से रगड़े ना, अंग से नंगे पांव न रहे और गा से गीला ना करें या गंदा ना करें, तरंग ना करें. ता से तापे ना, अभी सर्दी आ रही, लोग तापते हैं पैर को तो उनको ब्लिस्टर्स हो जाते हैं, न्यूरोपैथिक फुट होता है. तो ता से तापे ना, रा से रगड़े ना, मालिश ना करें. दबाना है दबा लें, मालिश ना करें. अंग से नंगे पांव ना रहे. नंगे पांव होने से कांटा चुभ सकता है, कंकड़ लग सकता है. ओस में नंगे पांव टहलने से डायबिटीज सही होगी, ऐसा नहीं है सर. आपको नंगे पांव नहीं रहना है. कहीं कांटा चुभता है, कहीं कंकड़ चुभता है तो डायबिटिक न्यूरोपैथी की वजह से आपको पता नहीं चलता है, वो इंफेक्शन में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. तो नंगे पांव नहीं रहना है और गा से ज्यादा देर गीला नहीं करना है कि हम 4-5 घंटे पानी में खड़े हैं तो वॉशरमैन फुट हो जाएगा और हमारी स्किन पील ऑफ होके वहां इंजरी हो सकती है. ज्यादा देर गीला नहीं रखना है पैर को. These are some slogans which we can use for awareness. So I am sharing my slogan, which you can teach to your people also. Small foot care into a compromised package. तरंग ना करो, ता से तापो ना, रा से रगड़ो ना, मालिश ना करो, अंग से नंगे पांव ना रहो, गा से गीला ना करो, गंदगी ना लगाओ. So not suitable for every skin, that is containing paraben, which has to be avoided by us. Now, if this is not good option, then what should be the treatment criteria? Definitely, the treatment criteria should be the skin should be hydrated, protects transepidermal water loss, then reduce signs of inflammation, fastens up reepithelialization, process of increasing blood flow in areas helping to create collagen fibers. This is the important thing. So, but along with this, if we get a benefit of antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, anti-inflammatory agent with antioxidant and paraben free, so this will be a win-win situation of our people. Win-win. Definitely it will be welcome to all of us. We have to take part into that. So in this diagram, you can take the snap of this diagram. This will always make you remember what 5-6 things which we will be needing. That is, hydrates skin. We should use an agent which hydrates skins, creates skin barriers, prevents itchy intensity, facilitates healing, prevents microbial infections. If you have a topical applicable cream available at your part, it is having all these properties, it is enjoyable. At present, I am using Diaglit in my part from TASMED. It is very nicely being observed by me. It is giving good response to my people so that I can share that. We will able to manage diabetic dermopathy if we create awareness of diagnosis. Awareness of diagnosis, napo to jano. जब तक नापेंगे नहीं तब तक पता नहीं चलेगा. So with this, I want to end my slide with my slogan, नापो तो जानो, शक्कर से ज्यादा मीठी है जिंदगी. Life is more sweeter than sugar. Check to know. Thank you. Over to you, Dr. Sachin.
Thank you, sir, for a beautiful and very interesting session towards this unnoticed complication that is diabetic dermopathy, which we are now going to express and all our diabetic friends so that we can be a part of caregivers and the diabetic friends can be taken care of. The thing which I would just want to discuss is this: any kind of dermatological complications or manifestations doesn't occur on a single day, with a single day, just doesn't occur within a one day. Overnight kuch bhi nahi hota hai. It starts with some kinds of changes in the skin. We have to counsel our diabetic friends that yes, we have to look into our skins so that we can have proper care towards our skin, so that those single first time eruptions of any kinds of lesions should not occur. So with this type of counseling, we need all our diabetologists, all our endocrinologists who are treating diabetes at any end should also take care of all kinds of skin manifestations. Either it is any kinds of eruptions or any kinds of boils or any kinds of education which has to be imparted. Just like you, it has to be imparted to each and every diabetic friend which we are countering in our OPDs. So with the violent thought of mine, I just want to end.
One more thing, Sachin, just sorry for interrupting you. One more thing which came into my mind is at present that we must be very fast at referrals also. Mind you, we are not dermatologists basically. Sometimes what happens, we misdiagnose some things. So when you see that the things are being into, I had that diagnosis criteria is the 4 only: shape, site, counts, and specification non-itchy. If you are having any symptoms, then you must directly refer to the dermatologist without wasting time. सही referral, सही time पे सही रखेगा मरीज को. That has to be done. It has to be imparted that we will only give care for diabetes related disorders to our people. But when we have any type of thought in our mind, we will just consult our dear specialists, which will be just having a most biggest support to us for management of skin manifestations. One single consultation with opinion of a dermatologist will save the things which we are not knowing. They are trained to they are trained to
Correctly, sir. So with this, I just want to ask Madam if there are any question and
Yeah.
Madam, you can ask some questions which you have put up in your mind also to ask from me, because it is for the first time we are meeting over this. So
Yeah.
there are certain things which you have been since past many years. You have been training people, you have been taking your task force, you have gone all throughout the country, and you are the product manager of a very beautiful agent which we are using. So we want to know your sides also. What are your questions? Because you have more experience than us in these type of training programs. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Before putting my question, I just want to request all my attendees, if they have any question, kindly write down onto the chat box. And
Yes, definitely
meanwhile,
at present we can see that there is no question on chat box. It is always a greet because the speaker has covered all the point most probably.
yes, this is the reason. And sir, let me tell you one thing. I have taken 2 notes from you, right? The slogans which you are using, they are very catchy, they are very innovative. I have noted, in fact, if you can see also, I have noted Napo to Jano, right? Which I have taken a note that during my sessions, I am going to take this. And dusra, tarang na kare. That is again very innovative, because the whole concept of it, right? The getting these kind of complication, the complete concept comes into this tarang na kare. Because if your patient, he is not taking care of his blood sugar level, we can give n number of things. Our patient will not be able to get a complete management of it. So it is very important for my patient also ki if they come across a initially so they tend to ignore it, because this is something which is not going to create or you can say disturb the quality of life of my patient. So this is the reason my patient doesn't come up with. But rightly said by you that our endocrinologist, our diabetologist, they are the one who has to go a deep a bit to see whether my patient is suffering with this or not. And yes, there are n number of OTC medications which are available in market, which is going to give you different roles, and also they all contain, majority of them contains paraben. It is not good for my diabetic patient. Their skin is very
not at all, not at all. I have never ever used these. I always see the things by myself and don't prescribe it. Basically it is harmful. I have seen on a whole it is harmful. I have been taking care of diabetic food since past 15 years. Not even a single people has experimented. Everyone experiments everything on their skin. Please try to have an awareness program. तरंग न करें, ता से तापे ना, रा से रगड़े ना, अंग से नंगे पांव ना रहे, गा से गीला ना करें, गंदगी न लगाएं. तरंग करेंगे तो फंसेंगे. तरंग करेंगे तो फंसेंगे. वो समझ जाता है कि यार तरंग तरंग मेरे डॉक्टर ने 5 बार तो तरंग बोला, अब वो तरंग याद रखेगा.
Yes,
so that is the part. और एक a thing which I am going to share. Suppose the things occur, it will be a challenging part for you also. Suppose your person is having cellulitis, he lands up with diabetic foot, he is having some type of dermatological problems which cannot be handled properly. There, then it will be standing for you also. You have to again use your brains. You have to again assemble your tools, and you will be fighting for his cause. So it will be saving our time also. So होने के बाद तो इलाज है, न होने की अभी बात करनी है कि होने न दे. That is the most biggest cause. होने के बाद इलाज सारा है. रेटिनोपैथी होने के बाद भी इलाज है, रेटिनोपैथी होने न दे. न्यूरोपैथी होने के बाद भी इलाज है, लेकिन न्यूरोपैथी होने न दे, क्योंकि जब it will occur, then till then 50% of the things would have gone onto the negative side, which can never be regenerated. Regeneration is impossible at present. Mind you, regeneration of any body cells is impossible. So we must give consideration, and we'll try to protect our friends who are unaware of this thing. We are wise, you are wise, me myself, I am also getting educated from you all. We all together, combine together, make a task force of not letting these type of subcutaneous manifestation endeavor ever in our people with the uncontrolled diabetes. This is my vision. Treat diabetes, track diabetes, test diabetes. This is by RSSDI, and we have to defeat diabetes. That is the campaign which we are following at present in our country.
Yes, sir. So if we people are able to do it, I feel very soon the tag which India is having, that very soon they are going to become a diabetic capital. We will be able to bring that tag down, because as such,
we will be diabetes care capital of the world.
Yes.
We are diabetic capital, and we will be the care capital of the world. All the world will be looking at us, how we are managing, what we are giving, what we are treating. We will be the message to all of the rest of the world for management of diabetes. But mind you, if we are aware, next in 1 decade, that is 10 years, we can get the things down to knees. अगर 10 साल हम लोग सब लोग मिल के मेहनत करें तो आगे आने वाली जनरेशन के बीटा सेल्स डैमेज नहीं होने देंगे, उनको डायबिटीज डेवलप ही नहीं होगी. That is the part. Type 2 diabetes at least. Type 1 is something else, but type 2 diabetes can be taken care of by simple lifestyle manifestations. If you are having lifestyle changes, the things can be controlled.
Yes, sir. And sir, I just had one query. Into your day-to-day practice, how many diabetic dermopathy patients you come across, sir?
This Sachin will tell. Sachin is very much experienced. He is looking at the primary investigation of skin and foot at my center. He will answer. Suppose I am seeing 10 patients a day. How many of them you, Sachin, encounter are having these type, not only dermopathy, any type of subcutaneous skin manifestations, which they never inform you, mind you, which they inform you, don't count them. You just tell out of 10 which don't tell it to you, and you examine and point them out. You tell about that out of 10.
So out of 10, what I think is it is near about 3 to 4 patients who are unnoticed about skins and all the kinds of spots and color changes or discolorations or dryness that they are having, and we at our center we point it out कि अम्मा ये क्या हो रहा है, बाबूजी ये क्या हो रहा है, भाई साहब ये क्या हो रहा है. तब वो then they turn up कि डॉक्टर साहब ये पिछले 5 दिन से या 10 दिन से या 15 दिन से धीरे धीरे शुरू हुआ है, लेकिन हम इस पे ध्यान नहीं दे रहे हैं क्योंकि इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. Then we ask them to take care of their skin, legs, full kinds of our skin. So what I have experienced is those who are early diabetics and those who are having long time diabetes as diagnosed, they are having more and more skin complications because early diabetics is still unnoticed, and a diabetic friend who has been diabetic from since years, he is just because of diabetes. So diabetic dermopathy has to be faced by us as diabetologists, endocrinologists, and it has well to be diabetic friends also. So on this podium, I just want to request you and at the same time this TASMET task force to create all kinds of patient education programs in terms of skin and dermopathy.
Okay, will do, sir. Will do,
so,
sir.
Sachin, you had answered the answer right, that you told it approximately 3 people out of 10. If suppose it is not 3 also, might it be it is 1 only. Out of 10, it is 1. That is 10%.
10%.
Mind you, 10%. So at present, if it is not 10% of the whole diabetic population, if only 1% incidence is there. So at present in our country, it is approximately 1 crore people having this type of problem undiagnosed.
Yes, yes.
130 करोड़ में मानते हैं लगभग 10% या 9% लोगों को डायबिटीज है. मान ले 10 करोड़ को है. 10 करोड़ को अगर हम मानते हैं तो उसमें से 1 करोड़ आदमी ऐसा है जिसको कि हो सकता है ये मैनिफेस्टेशन कर रहा हो. So we have to be very much aware. We are just focusing towards the incidence rates. They are going to increase post pandemic. We are ready. Now I'm going to share one more slogan which will be flowing into the educational eras when I will be taking lectures. घड़ी 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 देखो. घड़ी 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 देखो का मतलब है ग्लूकोमीटर की घड़ी 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 देखो. जब ट्रेन छूटती है तो घड़ी 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 देखते हैं ना. फ्लाइट छूटती है तो घड़ी 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 देखते हैं. द सेम वे ग्लूकोमीटर की घड़ी देखो. बीपी इंस्ट्रूमेंट की घड़ी देखो, पल्स ऑक्सीमीटर की घड़ी देखो, टेम्परेचर इंस्ट्रूमेंट की घड़ी देखो और वेट मशीन की घड़ी देखो। घड़ी 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 देखो, घड़ी 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 देखो जब आपको प्रॉब्लम है। जब प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, जब आराम से सोते हैं तो कहाँ घड़ी देखते हैं? कभी घड़ी नहीं देखते हैं। आराम हो रही है, हमारे पास 4 घंटे हैं पहुंचने के लिए कहीं पे, तो हम आराम से जाते हैं। हमारे पास बिल्कुल नपा हुआ टाइम है तो बार बार घड़ी देखते हैं कहीं छूट ना जाए। तो जब whenever you are having any type of complications, घड़ी 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 देखो, नापो तो जानो। Awareness will be there and you will take care of the things. Awareness has to be there. Treatment is not a problem in our country. We have ample of medicines, we have ample of diagnosis, we have ample of hospitals, ample of doctors. Only awareness is the problem in our country. Medicine non-compliance and adherence. We don't need any new medicines to be calculated. Only whatever resource is there, that has to be used properly.
Yeah,
This is the end thing which I can suggest from my part.
yeah. I was reading someday thing that we Indians by birth we are ignorant. So this is a reason that when the complication comes, we tend to ignore it, and we come we come to you when the things has been worsened. So if we could have came earlier, so you guys could have helped us much better way to prevent us into certain diseases, onset of certain disease. But yes, since we by birth, or you can say when we are born, when we are brought up in such a way that everyone used to say कि don't take much care of these things, आप इसको जो है थोड़ा सा इग्नोर करो, you have to हम कहते हैं ना सहन शक्ति होनी चाहिए। वो
इस जगह इग्नोरेंस दो चीजों में है। दो चीजों का इग्नोरेंस है, एक सोशल इग्नोरेंस है, एक फैमिलियल इग्नोरेंस है, एक हमारा पर्सनल इग्नोरेंस है और एक हमारा बॉडीली इग्नोरेंस है। शारीरिक इग्नोरेंस नहीं होना चाहिए। आप सब कुछ इग्नोर करिए, किसी की लड़ाई को इग्नोर करिए, किसी के कहे हुए शब्दों को इग्नोर करिए, किसी रेस को इग्नोर करिए, ये सब पॉजिटिव है। तो हमारे हिंदू कल्चर में या इंडियन कल्चर में मान ले, इट इज नॉट हिंदू, एनी टाइप ऑफ इंडियन कल्चर, वी आर वेरी मच इग्नोरेंट। इग्नोरेंट इज अ पावर विच वी आर यूजिंग, बट इट शुड नॉट बी यूज्ड ऑन बॉडी। बॉडी के ऊपर इग्नोर ना करें, बाकी सब कुछ इग्नोर करें, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, बट बॉडी को इग्नोर ना करें। डोंट इग्नोर एनीथिंग विच इज क्रिएटिंग प्रॉब्लम इन योर बॉडी। So I always talk positive. Neha ji, I always talk positive. Ignorance is also good for people. Ignoring any type of social problems, ignoring any type of personal problems also. Suppose you are ignoring some things of you and your friends, your friendship will last long. You will not break up with. Ignorance in your social behavior with your own family. You should ignore some complications. You should ignore some type of things. Then the positive relations will develop and you will be more सहनशील। जब आपने शब्द सहनशील यूज किया ना, तब मुझे समझ में आया इग्नोरेंस का पार्टी तो है सहनशीलता।
Yes sir, agreed sir. So I feel today's session is very much interactive one, and I feel we don't have a question into our chat box because it is so interactive that everyone has understood it very well, sir. So if you guys permit me, can I close down the session, sir?
Thank you, ma'am. Within time we have reached. I was very much thinking that there may be many questions, so I had completed the things very fast. Next time, if that is the appeal, I will teach more things.
Yeah. Very soon we will try to hear from you again, sir, because it is genuinely a very interactive kind of a session. The words sometimes when we use complete English, so it becomes not completely, you can say, imbibed by our participant, but yes, this English participation is very good, using English and
English is completely evolved by us. The tone of speaking English language of Indian people is always English, so it should be English itself. I love it.
Yeah, right, sir. So if you permit me, can I close down the session, sir?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, Sachin, you want to say anything? Dr. Sachin wants to say something.
I just wanted to praise the local team of TASMED who comes to meet us. They are really very inquisitive about the new things and how to bring up facilities for the diabetic friends. And just over this podium, I just want from your part to praise them even more for new projects in the upcoming time.
Yes, definitely, sir. Together in a TASMED family, we used to, try to create awareness for different, diseases which is coming across now. So with this podium also, I would like to say thank you to my UP team for, bringing up or making this happen, this webinar, happen, right? So I hope that more and more, webinars we will plan in future also. Right. So with this, I just want to thank you, Dr. Saurabh Mishra and Dr. Sachin Mishra, for joining with us today. It was really an insightful discussion for us as well as for our listeners. I would also like to thank all the doctors for being with us and for their active participation during the session. So thank you, Dr. Mishra, and have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you.